Okay, today I'm going to give a recipe that uses an Instapot. This is actual Instapot, but it can be any of the electric pressure cookers. And it's called Instapot Creamy Ziti. It's a really fast, easy one. So first I'm going to spray the pot just for ease of cleanup. And then I'm going to do 2 cups of chicken broth. And I'm going to just use this chicken bouillon. And so it's 2 cups, and to reconstitute it into bouillon, you put a teaspoon per cup. So I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of the bouillon. And I'm gonna add that first into the Instapot. Then I am going to add 2 cups of cream. It's pre-measured. This is heavy whipping cream. You could go a little less, it's best with the cream, but you could do half and half, or a mixture of half and half and whole milk. I'm not sure. It won't be quite as good, I'm sure, but whatever your needs are. And then I'm going to put a 10-ounce can of tomato sauce. And just pour that in. Sorry to get you. I'm going to throw that away. And then I have a half a teaspoon of salt. A quarter of a teaspoon of pepper. Of course, this is to taste. This is just stir that pepper in just so somebody doesn't get a big glob of it. And then I'm going to put two cloves of garlic, 2 cloves of garlic minced. And this is just the pre-minced that you get in the produce section of most supermarkets. And it says that 1 teaspoon is 1 clove. So I'm going to get 2 teaspoons of garlic. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do, make sure I remember everything in there, is just the pasta, the Ziti pasta. And you can use any kind of pasta, really. But you can't call it Instapot Creamy Ziti if you don't use Ziti, I guess. So, and I'm just gonna pour it over the top of this. Okay. Just make sure it's not mounted up high. And then I'm gonna put a teaspoon and a half, which is also a half a tablespoon of each of oregano. So this is a teaspoon and a half, or a half a tablespoon of oregano. And here's the lid. Also a basil.
Well, these herbs make it smell really good.
It's just kind of nice because you don't have to pre-cook the noodles. It says, or the pasta, I guess. The recipe says a half cup to a cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Well, I'm gonna do more if you want on top. So what I'm gonna do is estimate about that much, and the rest I'll put on top. So I'm going heavy on the Parmesan cheese. So then you just put it in your Instapot, and you seal it and cook it for about 12 minutes. And then let it cool down. So here it is, just layered in the pot. You don't mix it up, you just spread it all in the pot. And then we'll seal it and cook it for 12 minutes, and then let it naturally release for about 10 minutes. And we'll be back soon. Okay, just opened up the Instapot, and just want to show you how nice and creamy that is. Oh, it looks like some of the spices didn't get kind of mixed up. I'm gonna mix up some of those spices. Sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on the top. Put the lid on just for a minute while we set up for tasting it so the cheese melts. Now it's been just a minute. Hopefully the cheese is melted. I didn't put on pressure, I just put the lid on. It's a little knot, but I think it's good. I'm gonna kind of mix it up a bit. And then
This is a lovely, wonderful flavor. And it's not one I've had before. It tastes unfamiliar.
I think it's the cream with the tomato, yeah. I'm not sure I said when I was making it. I might have. But if you want to, it's good with hamburger or Italian sausage. And what you would do is before you, and it's in this instructions, before you put anything in, you'd spray it with Pam, and then you'd brown your meat
Right
in the pan, and then drain it, and then add everything on top. But I think it's a good meatless
It's really
meal.
good,
I don't
yeah.
think it
It
really
is
needs
very
any-
rich,
Yeah.
very satisfying.
Delicious.
Thank you.
Welcome. Enjoy.